plan. What I was gonna say, but I think I was just in the mood to talk somewhere, so I figured I'd put it somewhere. I think I'm gonna start keeping like a daily journal of sorts, but more so speaking. I heard something once that we were born as the middleman of history, too late to see all the great things that have happened before, but we're too early to really see the ascension of where everything can go. And I feel like that's right. I feel like a lot of the problems that come from today are just like from an inherent lack of purpose, right? Because work was very derivative of what you were to gain. If you worked hard enough, you were able to eat. If you worked hard enough, you were able to do these things. And I'm not saying people aren't eating now, although hunger is worst it's ever been. All these things are continuously showing that like the human experience is getting worse. But it's you see what you put in and you get out of it a very tangible reward, and I just feel like that's very much so coming. I mean, to the select few, they've got out ahead of a curve, and they kind of feel that, but I feel like there's this mass isolation. Especially, I was in high school for COVID, and that changed everything. It changed everything. It really pushed everyone into this very secular, like, small circle. I'm trying to speak without like filler words, but pushed everyone into these small circles. Whereas we used to have community spaces, people did community things. It's not about that now. You have a few people you speak to, and if you're speaking more, it's often for like these very like morally dubious reasons, whether it's lust or you're in a community space. It's not really good, right? Because as a younger person, I think the only time I felt like a whole bunch of community events, it's not really the best things. So we haven't seen the full ascension of where this is going to go, right? A daily autonomy, whatever it is, if we're speaking about it in even a positive manner. Because it could be pretty bad. Could get worse from here. But I hope not. The fact of the matter is, the work you would put in, you would see the benefits for it, reap those rewards. Now, it's more so you can work that entirely that time. You don't feel like you're getting enough. You're working, increasingly more hours for less comparatively. It's not really shaking. And then, you're trapped in this media conglomerate. Like, I'm looking at my TV right now. There's no reason my TV should be showing me very personalized ads down to the T. My entire top free picks for you is stuff fed off of multiple different platforms that I use on it to feed me the best algorithm to keep me on it. It's isolating. It really is. It's and you're kind of ostracized for being outside of that system if you are. If you're not on the social media, if you're not on, these that's the social gatherings now. And I suppose it's just the way of the times, but I don't know. I think that's a lot of the purpose lost. There's no sense of community. You're not giving to people what you can. I also think it causes a lot of short and spurty sort of encounters. I think it's hard to me, the idea of finding a partner forever, which I don't look down upon it, off of Tinder is insane. It's nutty, because the only thing you had in common at first is I think you're attractive. I mean, okay, but it's just not necessarily my derogative. I'm trying not to do that. There is a purposelessness in life now. You don't have the same, like, block parties. You don't have the same sense of community. And the plurality is ran to a point where it's no longer just, all right, we have very divisive sides when it comes to politics, but again, you unite under one flag. It is what it is. I mean, the flag has different meanings now, comparatively to whoever you ask. It's no longer a sign of a nation state, right? And that's fair. I think the world is in a very divisive spot. But it's isolated and secularized everything. We were born too late to see any great empire, but too early to see the annihilation of all, right? If it's supposed to accumulate into one great world order where everyone's eating, no one's starving, everything's done for you, you turn into the big Wall-E people, right? You just hover around and that's your life. That's the experience of life. Is find whatever enjoyment you can. I mean, we're not there yet. And I suppose there's like something to look forward to where maybe that is the fruits of our labor. I think it could get worse before it gets better though. I don't know. I'm trying not to be as vain recently. That's something that like I'm working on. I feel as if anything I say or do is really compounded off of presentation, just off of myself. That the same sentence said by me doing XYZ and me not doing XYZ falls short, falls flat, because I'm not doing these things that could be better looking, whatever. I'm trying to work on that one. I think we live in a very, vapid society. But, I mean, I'm not getting on here to sit here and talk edgy and, oh, it's misunderstood, whatever. I enjoy, I think, a lot of pretty basic things, but I don't know. It feels good to, like, unplug. Going back to the purposelessness, like, it's so easy to have such high aspirations in a world where you see everybody accomplishing these things, but because you see them accomplish them at different checkpoints and different times, regardless of whatever they have going on, you feel like, all right, cool, well, I'll start this tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll do that, tomorrow I'll do this. Like, I'm not working out enough tomorrow. And eventually it kind of turns into this thing where it's like, well, you're not doing it. Ever. It's not just like, oh yeah, tomorrow, like, it's not happening. I struggle with that a lot, I think, where it's like, okay, I need to do all of these things, but to get to Z, I have to hit J, K, L, but I'm not there. So, I think it takes time to realize it. You gotta build towards everything. You really do. But that's just my thoughts for today. I think I'll start doing it like this. If I don't got anything to say, where it's like focused, I'll just sit here and ramble for about 10 minutes. Otherwise, I do have a notebook. I wrote down some things I want to start discussing. Accelerationism is one. I think that's great. I just finished Albert Camus. His name's French, give me a break. But I just finished The Stranger, and I don't know, I have some things to say about it. I feel like it's pretty cut and dry. I don't know if it's one that, like, unless, I don't know, I feel like you pull from it. What? So, maybe absurdism. Okay, so accelerationism, absurdism, which will be mainly a segment on The Stranger. I don't know. That's the topics I have for right now. But I'll stop doing that. But I don't know. That's where I'm at. I appreciate it. Have a good night.